personal color analysis is super popular right now, and everyone is heading to Korea to get theirs done. Let's see how it looks like getting it done in New York.
Hi, my name is Ari, and I got my first personal color done around 4 years ago in Korea. I graduated from Parsons, and then during my last semester of college, I went back. I got certified and trained as a color consultant there, and then I came back, and then I decided to open up my studio around a year ago. I've been doing design, so like color kind of came natural to me, but it's really nice to see like how to apply that to other people and like skin tone wise, and like which complements their features. So that's something that I really enjoy about this job. Today we're going to be talking about the 4 seasons, and of course those seasons are spring, summer, autumn, and winter. They divide into warm tone versus cool tone, which is kind of the main concept that we're looking at today. Warm tone means that there's yellow in the color, and cool tone means there's no yellow in the color. In spring, we just have very bright and vivid colors overall. All of these colors have yellow in them because they are warm tone. And then we're gonna move on to summer, but when we saw this color in spring, it might have been a little hard to tell that this was warm tone just looking at this color. But these are the colors that we have in summer cool tone. And the colors here are going to feel a little washed out compared to spring, because we don't have yellow in these colors, so cool tone colors. In summer, we have a tone called the mute tone. Mute tone means that there's gray in the color like this, so ashy colors. When we compare the same color in warm tone and cool tone, the difference is quite big here. Yellow, no yellow here. So summer is cool tone. In autumn, we have a wider range of colors. We have a strong color like this, and then we add black to the color so it becomes dark. We also have these muted colors that we saw in summer, the gray colors. Because we have a wider range of colors, we have more images, more types of people can fall into autumn. Last but not least, we have winter. Winter is cool tone, and here it's important to note that it can be a high contrast season, which means that the whitest color we're looking at today exists in winter, and then it jumps to this. There's nothing in between, right?
Yeah.
All the colors in between existed in summer, so the wishy-washy colors go here. And then from here in winter, we add black to the color, so we get very dark. We also have neons only in winter. So during this process, we're just gonna look straight ahead into the mirror to see how the colors are affecting your face. So we're gonna look at spring and summer, warm and cool. Spring is warm tone, and all of these colors have yellow in them. And then we have summer cool tone. So it's gonna be these colors don't have yellow. It might be a little hard to see the differences right now, but cool tone, warm tone, cool tone, warm tone. And I'm gonna show you the intense colors. We have number 1, really yellow color like this, right? What this is doing is your face looks very orange.
Yeah, I could tell.
And then we have a cool tone color like this, but we don't see that much orange on your face. But what this can do is it's gonna make your face darker. So your under eyes or your cheeks look a little bit grayish. But I wanna look at the pastel colors too. In summer, we have a pale color like this, and then we have a warm color like this. In the lighter colors, it might be harder to tell, but in the cool tone color like this, because it's a very cool color that's very weak, we look a little cold, just a little bit, and your eye area or your lips become a little bit more muted, so a little purpley. And then this just might be because it's a lighter color, but your face does look a little softer here. Maybe the yellows start to come out a little bit. When we add a little more color, you get very orange here. And then when we add... Which one do we like better here? It looks a little softer. It does look a little yellow, but here you look very like tired almost, like your under eyes look very purpley. And your lip color also turns very blue, like purple. So we're gonna look at that. But I wanna show you blue color. So in summer, we have a cool color like this. And we notice that your face looks very dark right now. This blue usually can be a cooler color. It leans a little bit cooler. So in spring, we add a little bit of yellow. And this is spring blue, summer blue. Which one is healthier and softer here?
This blue, the darker one? Yeah.
Turkey. Yeah. I think here, like, it does look a little bit like greenish on your skin, but in your cheek area, it does look softer. And this just might be like your undertones naturally. So here, it does look brighter and like softer on your skin, whereas here, it does look very harsh a little bit. but I want to show you the lighter colors because in summer, we have a pale color like this. It does look a little bit whitish on your skin. And then this is cool tone, this is warm tone. I want you to look at like your lip color and then your under eye color as well. Here it looks a little gray. It doesn't look it looks a little bit brighter, right? Yeah. So I think you can use a little bit of yellow. We don't want to get like vivid, I think, but still a little yellow is good. In summer, we have a tone called the mute tone. Mute tone means that there's gray in the color. So it's gonna be these like ashy colors. So we have a light grayish color like this. But from here, when we add blue to the color, more color, we're gonna notice your face getting darker.
Yeah.
And then just keep getting darker. And then this is just very grayish. So maybe we don't want to get too blue and too gray in the color. These might be like, this looks brighter, but maybe this is too gray. So in general, I'm going to take out summer for now because it does seem a little bit weak. So I want to show you autumn. In autumn, we have darker colors and vivid colors, but also like soft muted colors. Right? Strong color like this. Looks nice. For points of color, I think it looks nice. And then from here, we add black to the color. So it becomes dark. We see a little bit of darkness, but it's nothing too crazy actually. But when we compare something like this to this, which one is better here? Your cheeks look, the direction of your skin, it looks like it's going upwards rather than it looks a little bit downwards. So when you need to style things that are calmer, I think these colors are good actually, but I think this is not too much for your features. You do have stronger features like sharper lines here, so I think your features can handle this. If this was too much, I would just be looking at this color, but I still see your face, so this is a good sign. And then from here, we get into muted colors. So these are the mute tones. We have a light grayish color, maybe it's a little pale, and then we add more yellow here and more yellow here. What happens here?
This one looks more gray.
A little dark again, right? That's because this color has a lot of yellow, but a lot of gray too. And then this is too gray, I think. Well, it's not bad. In general, I think autumn does generally look healthy, but when I compare, these are the muted colors versus stronger colors. Which one is easier to see your face? This one versus
the lighter one.
Maybe this is like too pale of a color, but these middle ones are not bad actually. Number 1, number 2. Which one is better here?
I think
this is like softer, still not bad. I think this one looks softer, and then this one, your lines become very sharp. So I think up to this is good in the red. But I want to show you orange. So orange is a very warm color. So it doesn't exist in a cool tone palette, but I want to show you. Orange here versus dark. It does get a little dark there. Versus this one, it gets a little pale. So you do get washed out. And then we add more color and more color. But the difference between, do we like a deep color like this or something like this?
this one looks
brighter.
Brighter looks better.
So when we're looking at a color like this one again, it's the same thing that we saw earlier. It's not bad actually because it's a calmer color. It kind of looks calmer, but I want to show you the lower half of your face. Do we see your lip color changing a little bit?
No, we're talking
your lip color and maybe like this area. In yellow, we have, this is actually not that yellow on your skin either. So you look good in color. And then from here, we get to a color like this. Which one is better here?
I think this yellow color.
It's very bright on your skin. And then this is also not bad. And the difference here is that this color is a deeper color. So it's a vivid plus a little bit of black. And then this one is a grayish color. So there's yellow and gray in the color, but I think both of them can be good, just different styles. But I want to show you the difference between autumn and spring. In spring, there's no gray or black added to the color. So it's going to be vivid colors. This is spring. But it gets a little too bright where I can't see your face. I'm just looking at the color. So that means that we want to go for a calmer color like this because this one, I can't see your face. This one, it's a little better. So you want to go a little bit toned down. And then like these two, I think I like the best. This is autumn dull tone and This is Autumn Deep Tone, so I do like these two the best. And then, just in case I want to compare winter and autumn for you, this is winter. We have Icy Color. This is very pale. And then we go into Vivid. What happens here? Your face gets a little dark again. So now I'm just looking at this color. But then from here, we add black to the color. What happens here? Darker. Again, right?
Yeah.
I think rather than vivid, the darker colors are better. Maybe this was too strong of a color. Like this, it's too much. And this is a little better, but we do look a little bit grayish because there's no yellow in the color. And so when we compare like two reds, this is a warm red. And then in the dark colors, up to this is not bad too. So this is cool. And then this is warm. We do get a little bit washed out here, but it's actually nothing too crazy. And then this just looks a little softer. And then this is Autumn Dull Tone. This one versus this one.
I think this red color looks
better. It brightens your skin.
I
like this one, and I think this one will be my number 2 actually, because it's like a softer version. When you get too black in a color, it can look a little bit harsh when you wear like turtlenecks. Like this color, it kind of mattifies your face a little bit. So in that case, I would just go for something like this rather than this feels very heavy. So this one is brighter. So my number 1 favorite and my number 2 favorites are gonna be both in autumn, I think. Our number 2 is either gonna be winter. That you look a little purple here. Do we like this one or this one?
I think this coral.
Yeah, this coral one is still better. So yeah, rather than going to winter as more neutral, I'm gonna say number 1 will be autumn deep, and then your number 2 will be autumn dull, which has a little bit of gray in the color. So muted colors, I think, still will be good on a daily basis. You don't have to be that picky. I think these are really good dress colors, because your features stand out really well in these colors. I think on a daily basis, you might choose more neutral colors because you don't want to stand out that much. Your preference is more neutral. Then in that case, the autumn dull colors are better for you. In terms of like special events and when you need to look really bright, I think these colors make your face very bright and healthy, and you're gonna notice that your skin looks very glowy and healthy rather than being washed out. So a little bit of yellow is good for you. Yeah, these are like softer versions. So I think on a daily, you can go for these colors. And then when we talk about your best neutral colors for autumns, actually, when we look at a cool tone white color, white is a good basic color for everyone, right?
Yeah.
This is cool tone. And you notice your under eyes get a little bit grayish. You don't have to get this yellow even, but I think on a daily you can be more flexible in creams to beige to brown. And then I want to talk about your worst colors. Because you look good in strong colors that are warm, the opposite of that is going to be a cool color. But I want to show you the summer colors. So this is a tone called Summer Pale. Your face looks really bright here, but up to purple, not bad. But when you get into like really pale blues like this, it stands out a little too much, I think. So you do want to be careful of wearing, like, as I mentioned, like a clean white turtleneck. Maybe you want to add something. When you do wear those colors, adding a darker color is going to help. When you wear like a light blue or even like a yellow like this, you get a little washed out or look a little cold. So when you wear these colors, you just want to keep it a little further away from your face. Like V-neck is better, dresses are better. When you get higher neck, you want to add a little bit of yellow. Here, I'm able to see your face first still. Here, I'm like looking at the color first. So then gray is better than like super white. Like, you usually wear foundation?
No, I want to wear
concealer. Yeah. And you probably have tried a lot of different colors.
Yeah.
Which one's like your favorite blush?
Favorite blush would be at the moment this one. Yeah.
I feel like generally your preference leans warm with your lip colors.
Yeah.
And I like that. I think when you go very like berry color or like too blue pink, it's gonna stand out a lot. Usually colors like this are gonna look too harsh. That's why you like these like muted colors that are a little bit like peachy almost. Like those are gonna be the most natural lip colors. But then you mentioned like usually for autumn mute tones, that's like your second best. I recommend going softer and like very muted. I think it's good, and like peachy. But the reason why you're like, sometimes I feel like it like dulls me out or something, because you pull off a lot of color generally. Like your first best is like those deeper colors. So different moods, I think. But when you need to dress like calmer, then I think the nudie colors are good. And then you can go for a slightly more pigmented lip, I think, on top.
What do you think about this eyeshadow palette?
This is your daily.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a neutral palette.
What colors do you use the most?
I think this and this. Three.
Yeah, and it's like neutral to like good for warm tones. I think for fall, autumn seasons, I think it's good because like you're a warm tone, but for springs, I recommend like sometimes they can go for like really yellow brown like this, but maybe it looks a little too yellow on your skin.
Yeah.
That's why you like these like muted. You want to go a little bit calmer because your skin tone isn't that yellow. So I think this is good. Yeah, I like this color, and they're all a little bit grayish. Like, so I do like that. Because you also have like sharper features, you can go smoky, but when it's calmer colors like brown to beige color, I think is the softest. But black is too harsh, I think. Black and gray, very cool tone colors, so it's gonna like wash you out a little bit. So I like this palette though. And then the brown scale, I think it's good in general.
So for makeup, we had a great chat about product recommendations, not just for my season, but for other 3 seasons as well. So I decided to make a separate video on it, which is super exciting. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!